Hi, so my project here is Do Different and it's by Long Dog Samplers, but I'm going to use it to show you just a few little things. If you already do not know about the loop start, I'm going to show you how to do two-handed stitching. That's my general focus for today. But if you don't know how to do the loop start, and I'm using two strands, I'm using one strand of floss, the DMC, and then you loop it so that you can use two. So I went ahead and threaded my needle so you didn't have to watch me, stick my thread in my mouth. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do the loop start. I come down two because I am using linen. And every other example I have used, I've done over dyed threads. So I've always had to use two strands, or I've had to do full X's. So I actually get to show you how to do the traditional normal cross stitch, where you start in the bottom left and you go up into the top right corner, and then you just travel to the right until your row is over, and then you come back and go to your left. So for two-handed stitching without a stand, I'll show you with stand in just a minute, but without a stand, I put my dominant hand, my right hand, in the back, and yeah, my thread's a little on the long side, and then my non-dominant hand, my left hand, on the top. So I actually have this propped on my knee. I have a footrest up. You can do it anyway. With some of my other ones, I'll actually just hold it like this. It's still on my knee, but it's not anywhere that's uncomfortable for me. I sit with my knee up all the time, but you don't have to have fancy equipment. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the row and start to come back. And then I will pause this. I will set up my stand real quick, and then I will show you the rest of the row using my stand. I use a longer piece of thread than most people, because I don't like starting and ending. And yeah, the loop starts easy, but so pros, cons: long threads tend to get knotted. Yeah, I do have to go back and untwist and undo some stitches, but pros, it's not as bulky on the back because you're not starting and stopping quite as much. The ending thread's running behind. All right, I'm gonna pause here and set up on my... So my daughter said that for you guys to see the back, I have to lift my fabric. I don't typically lay my fabric up here. It does make it nice and neat. So again, here you can see from the back, my right hand is pulling, because I can see, I guess you could say, blindly. And you can even, if you see what my needle is doing, it's finding my hole. I kind of just trace it or follow along behind it, just because that's what I do. But then my left hand, which is not as accurate, just pushes that back down through the holes. I picked an easy part of my pattern. That way I didn't have to show you guys accidentally show you guys my pattern. And she's gonna come around so you can see what I'm doing in the front with my left hand. And I might as well tell you what my setup is while I'm here. So I have a Lowry. I love this whole setup I have. I am getting my chair soon, hopefully. If you're wondering what this is, somebody made me a magnetic little bar. You can buy it on Amazon for like 20 bucks, the owl one. And I have that, and she took pictures of it and made me one of my own. This is the extra long bar from Lowry. I'm not using any corner clamp, anything special, and it holds pretty steady for me, but mine is the stainless steel. This is the light adapter bar, which I have absolutely nothing on, but I just have it connected so I don't lose it at all. Other than that, stainless steel Lowry, long bar. It's up a little higher just so that it doesn't, I have room underneath, because usually there's a puppy on my lap. Instead, right now she's at my feet. Sometimes I have both dogs, which can be kind of fun. But anyway, it took me a while to learn, I will be honest. I would practice for like 3-4 minutes at a time, because it got, I don't want to say tedious, but it was frustrating because my left hand is not as strong as my right hand. So I would just take a few minutes and practice my stitching, and using the stand to begin with was very helpful. Unless you find a good balance. If you don't have a stand, try to find your good balance at first. But I just say work at it, because what I found is that I was starting to two-hand stitch all the time. And I do, when I'm doing the full X's, it doesn't matter what project I'm on. If I'm trying to be a little faster, or I don't know, I just find it more comfortable now that I'm used to it. And it does speed you up a lot. But there's times then I'm back to just the normal traditional way. But I hope this was helpful and that you enjoyed watching. Thank you. Bye.